Hi, how do I look? Terrible, right? I just came after my afternoon's bicycle ride across training, went for 15.71 kilometers today, and I did it in 1 hour. I took some gap in between, like, usual, point to rest at the midpoint, and then I got to go to another place and make a U-turn and all that. So yeah, after coming to my home, I was just watching few videos and just turned my head to look at my board because I always check my board, clean them up and fix necessary things before I go for a ride. Day after tomorrow is my usual routine for LDP rides. So I was just taking a look at my board from distance, and then I found there was a crack. And I remembered from my last ride, after my exact 1 kilometer of completion, I felt like when I got over a speed breaker and got back on my board, I felt like it was having an unusual extra drop on the board. This is not a usual thing at all. I know, because I thought I changed my cone bushings recently. Maybe that cone bushing is giving a little extra cushion so that the board is having an extra drop. This is a stainless steel LDP board, so you can't expect it to be flexible. It might have a flex in the middle of the board when you apply a point load, okay, but the fork will not flex at all. It's a highly stiff board. Heavy as in this board weighs around 5+ kilograms, not pounds. In pounds, it should be around or over 11 pounds. Okay, so including wheels and trucks. Okay, so that was a surprise to me. So I was recollecting what happened and how I have survived. I've ridden 8 miles with this crack in my board. It's stainless steel, that's why it withstood all the load, all the abuse that I put onto my board. I didn't even notice at the midpoint when I took a photograph of my board. Strange. Anyways, no worries. I happened to immediately call my welder. I understood there is a crack. I did not know how deep it was. We'll take a look at this. I'll explain it to you guys. And I did not know if the crack has gone to the top end of the fork or not. So I called up my welder. He was cool to answer the call, and it said you can come by tomorrow morning 9:30. We'll fix the board. So I'm happy. So I'm going to take my board to him tomorrow. And yeah, this is the condition of my board. We'll take a look at this. Peace. Sorry for the auto exposure lighting adjustments happening with two of my LED button lights. Forgive me. Bye. Peace. We'll take a look at the board now. So this is exactly the crack which is on the front fork. Okay, the front fork is much longer. Okay, so this is a crack. I actually can do a lot of modifications to the board since the day I built it. Okay, now with riding about 1,900 kilometers right now, I've gained so much knowledge so that I could build the fork in a very better fashion. Okay, this is a prototype, and I could make the fork build in a very, very wonderful fashion. As in it could be a competing board in the all the ultra skates events. I could build it that way, but right now I'm not focusing on that. The drop I achieved because of the crack, it's much more convenient for me to ride this 110 wheels. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to request them to just weld this part. Okay, if you want to take a look at the other side, see, it's clean. The crack hasn't transferred to the front part of the fork. Okay, that's Uhuru, by the way. Uhuru with a crack. So here is the crack. All I have to do is just weld this. Request him to weld it, or he'll give me a suggestion whether to cut it and weld it or like just weld this part. Most probably it's going to be just weld this part. It's going to fix all the problems. So, yep. This is my rear session. It's all well and good. My rear session is pretty good right now. I'm going to take my board like this only. I'm not going to detach the wheels. Just request them to weld it right away and get it back. Okay, so take a suggestion and do that, and it should work probably. To my knowledge, it should work. So yeah, it's all good, man. It's all good. I will actually carry some tools with me just in case if he wants to remove all the wheels. So that's my plan. Let's see tomorrow. Bye. I didn't show you the deck, right? So this is how it looks. The riser pads punched in, so it kind of gathered all the epoxy like that. So the original texture of the board is showing up over there. So rest seemed to be fine. And I just changed my grip tape, so that's also fine. Good. I usually don't try to punch in the bolted screw, like bolt and nut through the grip tape for the very first time, because if water falls over the hardware, it kind of get into rust mode. So I'll try to protect it as much as possible unless and until I have a situation to remove them. So yeah, it's all good, man. The deck is pretty good in shape after 1938 kilometers. Peace. I'm going to meet these people tomorrow. Peace. I have come early to the shop and been waiting. Just came actually. So I thought fueling my scooter and getting here would take a lot of time, but I came early. So let's see. And I've decided to remove the struts and the wheels as well. So it will be easy and nimble for them to operate on this. Not operate as in to weld on this. So peace. So hi. It's a busy day for everyone, and what I wanted to say is my parents are taking care of the household stuff, as in the maintenance stuff for every things that is there in the home, to run a home, a refrigerator, mixer grinder, blender, water filter, or any other maintenance required for the home, So, but myself, I'm only looking after the skating stuff and the photography stuff. So, very much thankful to them. Yep. All glad and good. Hope things goes well. Peace. There is a courier coming in, so they are also taking care of it. I don't think I could have made it here today without that. So thanks to them again. Peace. If I recall correctly, this temple wasn't there before. So this is a new addition to this shop, I guess. I haven't seen this. I don't come to this road frequently, but I did come for for few of the things when I needed, or when I was coming back from Grand and I could ride, LDB rides. I haven't seen this, but yeah, this is a new addition here. Please. I always felt like if I could have a workshop of mine, I could repair or build stuff. That'll be great for me. Because these kind of jobs require constant attention, constant, modification, until you arrive at the final design. That'll be great if I could have one. Because the repair cost is way too high than the repair tools are way too high than the product itself. So, yep, simple things, bench wise, and cutter, welding machine, drilling machine, simple things, small equipments, a Dremel kit, a lot of things, little things for a small workshop. That'll be cool. You'll see when I have the budget, probably I'll try to do that. So we have come to the shop here. Owner himself, hope you can remember Mr. Balaji. He has come to the shop and is just clearing some space for us to weld this. We spoke to each other, we looked at the problem, we came to an understanding about resolving this issue. We'll be welding it soon. So here he comes. I took his permission to video this. I forgot to charge my GoPro batteries, so I'm using my mobile phone right now. Xiaomi Poco F1. So he's readying his welding machine. There is a rod already there. Earth has to be connected, and once the earth is connected, we should be ready to go. They build a lot of big gates for the apartments, for the homes and everything. If you want, you could come here. This is under the railway station bridge in Trichy. Yes. He is a believer, so he said his good morning and wishes to all the lords that he believed. So, there you go. வண்டி நவுத்திட்டா உங்களுக்கு வசதியா இருக்குமா? So all makeshift connections. It happens in the film industry as well. We just widen the crack a little bit for facilitating the welding. Because of the deck, the crack did not spread to the front side of the fork. So the deck hold the fork from bending further. The welding was too strong actually, too good to be specific. See him adjusting the voltage. That's the glass from protecting from the welding. Earth is being connected. And there you go. The master himself welding it. the oxidation will be beaten out. It's the flex layer. Need to let it cool down a bit. So that's an awesome weld. I requested for straightened weld a little bit for tensile strength. Everything else is done. This is cool. Well done. Timely help. Peace. Got some help, and we're changing the disc to grind them properly. I think he has gotten some new ideas for these steel plates. Looking for the key. It's cutting two small strips of steel. Bit hot, probably. Sorry. You might weld it here. சார் ஒரே ஹெல்ப் இந்த இடத்துல நட்டு வரும் அது கொஞ்சம் கேப் வேணும். அது மட்டும் இங்க கொஞ்சம் கிரைண்ட் பண்ண போறோம். சாரி கொஞ்சம் கேப் இருந்தா போதும். இன்னும் கொஞ்சம் இல்ல இது மட்டும் தாங்க. ரொம்ப நன்றி சார். ரொம்ப நன்றி. அது இப்போ புரிஞ்சுது. ஆக்சுவலா நான் என்ன நினைச்சேன்னா, நம்ம அந்த வெல்டு அடிக்கிறோம் இல்லையா, அந்த வெல்டே போறோம்னு நினைச்சேன். நீங்க வந்து ஸ்டீல் பீஸ் எக்ஸ்ட்ரா வச்சு இன்னும் சூப்பரா ஆக்கிட்டீங்க. இல்ல வேண்டாம், அந்த இடத்துல ஸ்ட்ராங்கா இருக்கு. அங்க வந்து லோடே போடுறது இல்லை. நான் முன்னாடிதான் நிற்பேன். ஆக்சுவலா ஸ்கேட் வந்து ஃபாஸ்டா போனோம்னா வெயிட் முன்னாடி போகணும், முன்னாடி தான் நிற்கணும். அப்போதான் வேகமாக போகும். ரொம்ப நன்றிங்க. தேங்க்யூ. உங்கள் பேர்? என் பேர் கிருஷ். தேங்க்யூ. Done it. It's hot, and when it's cold, I'll be leaving. Peace. So we are done here. For now it's working. Should be strong. Gotta go back and assemble. That's it. Cost me $100. Waiting for this to cool down to leave to my home. Nice work, no? Peace. Mounted the deck back to the frame. Gotta clean some bolts and nuts, grease them, and put them back on. Look at the back of the frame. So on to my right is the front fork, on to my left is the rear fork. Looks clean. Good. Few bolts did sink into the deck. We'll take care of that later. This is the rear view of my board after assembling the wheels and the trucks and everything. From my point of view, the front side is a little lower, but that's totally fine with me. I have to do the litmus test, or what do you call that? A test ride. I'm okay, I'm confident with it. So far, it's good. I'm so happy and thankful to every single person involved in this process of putting this back into life, you know. Thank you, one and all. Let's go for a test ride. Here is my board, let's go for a ride. Oh, that's backside. It was backside. Why not go on to the opposite side of the road? That was a downhill. Let's ride this way. Works, dude. Works. There's a little bit of cushion, a little bit of play, bends. Okay. I hope it doesn't affect the other sides of the steel. Hope it lasts for 2000 kilometers. Works. Not wearing any protection. This is completely recorded on a mobile handheld. Let's see how it works on the downhill. Quite been windy today. Downhill. Oh, steering is fun. I've been carving. It's all good. Perfect, dude. All I have to do is be careful when I'm getting through certain bumps. Huh? Ride's brilliant on the uphill. This is about 1% uphill. Oh, it works good. Happy. Peace. The welding and the board is a complete success. Thanks to the welder, Mr. Balaji. Thanks to my parents. Thanks to all the people who were very supportive on Instagram, especially Lena, Marvin, Ahtan from Singapore, I guess. The Paul Kent himself, the Pascapo kid, and lot many people. Thank you so much. The board is a success. Bye-bye.